Hello, everyone. Today, I'm so excited to introduce an inspiring personality who, at the peak of her IT career, had the courage to quit it and follow her passion. Let's meet Swapnaa Selvam, an emotional wellness coach, psychotherapist, and a certified hypnotherapist. Welcome, Swapna, to the show.
Oh, thank you, Sripriya, for the warm welcome. I'm so excited to share my journey with you.
Thank you. Uh, Swapna, tell me, what inspired you to shift from IT to emotional wellness?
I joined IT directly after my college and I worked there for almost 10 to 12 years. And during that journey, I had invested my time in knowing different alternate complementary therapies because my mom was suffering from rheumatoid arthritis and her emotional wellness got affected because of that. So I was curious to learn about different practices. And then she visited a hypnotherapist and I found a tremendous change in her. So which inspired me to learn more about it. So I joined the hypnotherapy and I got certified. And later on, I decided to quit the job and take this as a full time practice. So that was during the COVID time. So I joined a post graduation because I wanted to make it a very professional place because for many, hypnotherapy is not the only solution. So I want to explore more on that area related to mind, emotional wellness, and people. So I joined a post graduation in counseling and psychotherapy, and I also did another post graduation in yoga. And I always had this question in my mind: why different people react differently for the same situation? So I think that motivated me to learn more about psychology. And as I've seen the difference, I wanted to give it back to the people.
Wow, amazing, Swapna. How did you find the courage to leave a stable technical career? Because many people, when they find a job and they have that monthly income, they don't prefer quitting the job for something else. But how did you find that courage?
Honestly speaking, I didn't have the courage, but I had a burning desire for that. So what I did was I started to tell my family about my aspirations. And initially, they were not quite sure how that would turn out because I was in a very good position in the IT company and I was building my family and I have two children. So they were not quite sure. Maybe it's just another aspiration that I have. So it took time for me to understand how interested I am in this, how passionate I'm about this, and there were many times I doubted myself. But that passion had took me through this journey. So I think that helped me to to gather my strength and build the courage during the journey. So it is not that I am a courageous person by nature. It is something that I had got built over the period of time.
Wow, that's interesting, Swapna. What emotional patterns did you observe during your IT career?
Timing is the main problem here. And once we get married and once we get into the motherhood and we get the work from home flexibility, it helps to manage both work and office. But at the same time, it also makes the boundary invisible at home. So you have to be a mother and you have to be an employee, manager, or the subordinate, everything all at once. That makes one tired. So I can see that tiredness, that exhaustion. We are going to give it back to them because we are feeling overwhelmed. So that comes out as irritation, anger, and after shouting at the kid, we will feel the guilt and why did I do this? What's wrong with me? So I could see that emotional pattern in many of the working professionals who are high achievers, especially women who are high achievers, because they were taught to explore many things, excel in their career, to be financially independent, and that is important. But at the same time, the work-life balance is again very theoretical. So I think it is high time that we bring awareness about the emotional wellness because stress is real. So I want to bring that awareness to people that whatever that they are experiencing, it is not their fault. It is the outcome of or the consequence of the stress and burnout that they're going through.
Very well explained, Swapna. I agree with you. Really, we need to think about it right now. How did work from home and return to office affect emotional wellness? That too after pandemic.
Work from home culture, we got adapted to that, right? For so at least some 2 to 3 years. So when people are in meeting, they know they are in meeting and they will come back and they will take care of the family chores maybe, or they might have some assistance, but still they are everything for everybody, as I mentioned earlier. So when they want to go back to the office, okay, they are having this withdrawal symptoms. They are not able to let go of the comfort that they had at the home, and at the same time, the travel distance is, they have to travel at least 2 hours or 3 hours in the traffic, and After coming back, they would again want to join some office calls. They have to take care of the family. So where is the space? There is no space to breathe. So I should be managing this, I should be managing that, and they're losing themselves. And you know what? There are many people who come to me asking, so I want to quit my job. Then I would ask them if that is their aspiration, or is that a consequence, or is that something that they have decided to escape from the stress or the burnout that they're undergoing. Most of the time, almost all the time, it is because of the stress and the burnout. So once I help them to realize that and find ways to bring back the peace and recenter themselves, then they would say, "Okay, Sapna, thank you for helping me. I don't want to quit. I have learned strategies and techniques to balance myself, and I know how to voice out if my boundary is compromised." And they are continuing their job now. And for few people, they truly want to make a difference. They truly want to come out of that job, and they want to get into a rewarding career, maybe for them to bring the peace. So for them, I help them to guide, to format and to see not just their aspiration but also their strength and other capabilities, and how ready they are to enter from an employee to an entrepreneur.
Wow, you're doing an amazing job, Swapna. Really, it's the need of the hour, emotional wellness for everyone. Why do relationships and parenting styles go unnoticed in professionals today?
And in many cases, there are different parenting styles, and we come up with different relationship dynamics. Like people who are from an enmeshed family, they want to be heard all the time. They want people all around them. They want to share all the things. Whereas people who come from a different family style, they are like very independent. They don't share much of the things. And when these people come together in a marriage, they would feel an emotional distance, because one person would be expecting the other to share, and the other person would expecting a personal space for themselves. And they would think, oh, why she's nagging or he's nagging, and the other person might think, why he or she is very distant from me. But it is coming from the different upbringing or the different family dynamics. So I think that plays a major role when it comes to relationship, and that also plays major role when it comes to parenting, because we learn from our parents, and we learn from our society, and that influences us. And now many people are bringing awareness to this area. So there is also the pressure that I have to be perfect, I have to be a perfect mom, I shouldn't do any mistakes. I think that is also adding more pressure to the already burnout women. If I want to tell you one tip to the parents who are in the guilt or the pressure to be the good mom, please relax. You need not be best mom all the time. Take care of yourself, and that will radiate. You can be a better mom. 70 to 80%, you get the passport.
Yes, I totally agree with you, Swapna. What inspired you to start Neo Council?
So initially, I was practicing in a private center, and I was giving consultation at hospital. And because of my family commitments, I had to move to a different location frequently. So what I decided was, why not make it online? Because everybody after COVID are interested for online counseling and online therapy. So I thought, let me put myself into online platform. So I decided to have my own website and my own brand, that is Neo Mind Council. I provide workshops related to emotional wellness, parenting, and relationship, as well as I give one-to-one consultation and then hypnotherapy. And because that is something that inspired me to come into this field, so I still give hypnotherapy sessions and dream interpretation. Dream is the language of subconscious, and that helps them to understand what is the purpose of their life and what is that thing they are avoiding. So the dream never lies. So I keeps telling them in different styles and in different images. So I help them to understand the dream, and I also give coaching who are interested in self development. So that coaching will be for 2 to 3 months. So people who are interested in self development, where they want to work on all areas like emotional wellness and relationship and other things like how to build the inner peace with meditation. So for those people, I also give coaching.
Now I understand why you quit your job, Swapna, because you're doing a great service to the society. Because everyone is earning, everyone is leading their life, but they need all these things. Besides their earnings, they need emotional wellness and they need someone to guide them. You're doing a great job. Keep rocking.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
And
much. And you're also part of that journey. I know you're also helping women to empower themselves and rediscover uh, who have lost their identity in burnout. So you're also doing an amazing job, and thank you for having me in.
thank you, Swapna. And today, many people, wherever we go, everyone is using this one word, stress. Irrespective of age, gender, everyone use this word nowadays. Can you suggest some practical tools to manage stress?
Okay, so before that, I would like to give an understanding about what actually stress is. Because stress is another way of saying I'm struggling, right? So there is physical stress which happens because of some physical trauma or accident, but the emotional stress or the mental stress is because of the exhaustion. Because we keep working something out of urgency, and the adrenal rushes in, and then we get into the stress. So the body undergoes stress. So it is real. So because of the stress, if it is unaddressed, if we don't manage that stress well, it will build up and it will end up becoming burnout. And what are the symptoms of burnout? It is irritation, anger, and feeling something wrong with them. And it also affects their self-esteem. And these are the symptoms of the burnout. It definitely strains the relationship and everything. So how do we manage this? So, for example, I would like to give the popular metaphor that everyone gives. So, when you want to have a clear view of a lake, what you do, you wait for the lake to calm down and see yourself. So every stress, every trigger is like putting the stone over the pond. So it creates ripples and it doesn't calm our mind. So we have to relax, take a moment, and maybe 2 minutes a day or 3 minutes a day, they can relax themselves and it will help them to see what they need to do or just observe themselves, right? So they have to invest at least 2 to 3 minutes every day. And if every day is not possible, that's completely fine. They can schedule a 5 minutes every week. That still works. So they can schedule some 5 minutes for some mindfulness practices and close their eyes and just observe. They need not focus on anything or just listen to a peaceful music and just observe. It calms their mind.
Very beautifully explained, Swapna. Really, I loved it, the way you explained. And what patterns do you see in clients? That is, every client has some sort of struggles, problems in their life. They contact you, but there should be something in common, a
Mhm.
common issue in most of the clients. Anything you have observed like that?
Which I think that is common is overthinking mentality and the victim mindset. So what happens is because of the stress, they are not like that from the beginning. They were like flying colors and they explore many things. They are high achievers, but when life takes turns, when they have too much of responsibilities, and when they feel they cannot say no, they pressurize themselves. They put them into an oven where they are burning constantly. So what happens is they start to doubt themselves. What's wrong with me? And in which creates a habit of overthinking. Am I doing something wrong? No, he is not listening to me. Or maybe I'm overthinking. I'm expecting too much. All these things keep repeating in a loop. So the mind doesn't know how to come out of it because the answers are not given. Or no matter if it's the right or the wrong answer, but the answer is not given. So until the answer is given, the mind keeps repeating itself. And it common pattern that they observe is the victim mindset because of the constant struggle they have been into. So their mind tends to think, I'm helpless here. And they also have the fear, is my life going to be like this forever? This is great fear and anxiety. And over the period of time, they think, maybe why should I change? The other person is causing the problem. So they should change. And I would say that this is the victim mindset. And what is the solution? It is the empowerment. And when we will feel empowered, when we center ourselves and reconnect ourselves, get in touch with our own self to feel it again.
Wow.
So I think that those two are the common patterns that I notice.
Thank you so much, Swapna. And any message you would like to convey to people who are silently struggling in their life?
Yes. So it's enough of the silent struggles, women. So you have to come out of this. Not just women, men are also silently struggling because of some societal taboos and other things. So it's enough. It's your life. You have all the rights to feel the feel that you have. Maybe you're feeling angry, guilty, disappointed, frustrated, or anything. It is okay because it is not your fault. So first we have to accept ourselves fully, deeply, and completely when we face any struggles. So acceptance helps us to acknowledge the pain, and when we acknowledge the pain, it gives us the space to heal. So I would say everybody to start to love themselves.
Yes. Thank you so much, Swapna. It was so exciting to have you here and to hear your experiences. And now people they understand that they can reach Swapna when they have when they are facing such issues in their life. And thank you for guiding people who are watching this show right now. And keep rocking. You're doing an amazing job. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Priya, for your time, and I would like to thank the audience for listening to us patiently. And I'll provide my contact details if they want to get in touch with their own self, and if they are having any struggles, they can feel free to reach. And I also give 15 minutes free discovery call if they're not sure of the next step. Thank you.
Wow, that's great.